eclipse. What is that?
No idea.
Hey, what is going on, Rangers? Welcome to the channel and welcome to my review of the Time Shadow Megazord from Power Rangers Time Force. This is probably my favorite Megazord of all time, guys. I am so excited to share this figure with you. I'm excited that I even got a hold of this figure in the first place. I picked this up at a local flea market in my state about a year ago, and I am so happy that I came across this, guys. It came with all of the accessories except for the swords, which I will have on screen when the time comes so you can see what they look like. I had to pick it up, guys. It was an absolute deal. I got it for $20. I was absolutely overjoyed. Let's start talking about this amazing figure, guys. Here we have the Shadow Winger in mode red. Absolutely stunning. It is a very large spaceship, guys. Like, it is very, very cool. We can check out all the detailing on it. Here's what it looks like from the back. Here's the undercarriage. Very hollow on the underside, surprisingly. Serial number there. We can see the Megazord's head hiding in parts of the waist. We can also see the mode blue badge hiding underneath there as well. Up top, we have the weapon that is used when the Time Shadow combines with the Time Force Megazord. I will be reviewing that video the next time Time Force comes across this channel. So make sure that you subscribe, ring that notification bell so you never miss an upload, Rangers. You gotta be here, guys. You gotta see the uploads. So to get this guy going, we're gonna remove this. It unpegs and then it will slide forward. We'll be seeing this in the Shadow Force Megazord review, guys. Here we can have a better look at the top of the Shadow Winger. We have this amazing die-cast metal ring here that serves as the cockpit. This will actually flip open, and you can put your minifigs from the Time Force Megazord in there. There's individual slots if you can barely see it in there. So those guys will sit in there quite nice. This is nice die-cast metal. Close that back up. Look at the awesome patterning right there. We have that awesome Time Force emblem right there. Some cool etching and engraving into the plastic. We have some gold chrome on both sides. We have nice chrome on the front blasters. We have cool landing gear here, guys. And how well does it roll? It rolls decently well. Alright, guys, we've seen the Shadow Winger. It is time to transform it into the Time Shadow Megazord. Let's go, guys! Alright, so first thing we gotta do is flip it up like this. Now, I'm going to try to keep this in frame the best I can, so bear with me, guys. I do apologize. It is a quite large figure at this point, but it will slim down, I promise. So the first thing we have to do, guys, is hide the landing gear. So what you want to do is grab it, and you want to pull it out from the bottom. It will slide out, and then it will slide down, and then fold in like that. I'll show you from the other side. You pull it from the bottom. It'll slide down when you pull it from the bottom. It'll fold up then. Very, very cool way to store the landing gear. Next, what we can do is fold these flaps up. Those are going to be the feet of the Megazord. We can unpeg these by just lightly pulling on them. Right here, this piece here will unpeg if you just lightly pull. Right here, this piece, just pull up lightly, it will untab. And then what we can do is rotate it up. This whole piece rotates up. And when you're rotating up, this piece will fold in as such, and then you can continue rotating it up. It will hide the cannon in there like that. Let's get a better shot of that, guys. We're going to rotate this like that. This piece is then going to rotate midway, and then we're going to continue and cover that cannon with it. Next, these gray pieces here with the clips in them are going to separate from the black plastic, so we're just going to untab that by pulling down. There we go. And this will rotate. As this comes down, this will rotate in. So you get something like that, and it will tab in. There we go. And then we'll do the same on this side. We'll untab that, rotate it down. And then these will tab together down here. Alright, so now we're looking at something that looks like this. And we're done! Alright, in all seriousness, what we're going to do now is lift up this entire assembly here. Should be free to lift up. It is on die-cast metal hinges, guys. Take a look at this complex hinge system. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to lift the camera up a little bit to make sure everything's in frame. This piece above the head is an individual piece where the badge is. You can lift that and then pull that up like this. See how those hinges move in there, guys? These hinges in here, they were tucked in here, but now we've lifted them up. The head can pop out as such. Just flip that head back to make the clearance, and then rotate this whole assembly down. This whole piece is gonna become loose on hinges. So it was like this. We unhinged it to become like this. You can see how complex this is getting. And then this front piece is going to slide back in and lock. Just like that, guys. And then we have something that looks like this. It'll look like this from the top still. So to get the arms out, what we're going to do is rotate here, down, out and down. Just like that on both sides. Out and then down. And then we fold these pieces. We'll pull out a little bit. Pull out a little bit to reveal some gray plastic. Mine's a little loose. And then we pull them down like so. Rotate them forward. Rotate them forward. Bring the arms forward a little bit. There's these little flaps that are right here. These flaps are going to flip up. And the hand will rotate forward as such. We'll do that on the other side. Same thing. Flip this up. Rotate it forward. Rotate the hand down. Spin those around so that the sticker is showing. And guys, there we have it. We have the Time Shadow Megazord from Power Rangers Time Force in mode red. Now, when I say mode red, I'm referring to the color that is currently being resembled on this badge here. Now, you can change that. If you pull out this main cockpit, you can then rotate this to show the blue. So you can have it in mode blue. I typically display mine in mode red, but it just spins freely like this. It can go both ways. And that'll snap right back in there. Let's talk articulation on this Megazord, shall we? But first, let's give it an overall look. We'll take the camera off the tripod so we can get some close-up shots. We have those awesome cannons back there. We have the head. The helmet is actually spring-loaded, and usually you need to prop it up. This back piece needs to be lifted up, actually, now that we're focusing on it. Mine is jammed. There's two springs back here that are jammed, so currently there is no motion, but it is in the open position, so that is good. We can kind of see the eyes in there, barely. We'll give it a 360. These need to be tucked back up. They fell down. Sorry, they're loose. Again, we see that die-cast chrome cockpit for the minifigures. This is what it looks like from the back. It's very, very large. It is a very cool figure, guys. I'm going to put the camera back on the tripod and we can talk articulation. Okay, guys, so articulation for this figure is as followed. The arm will move back until it hits the wing. It will rotate forward until this point, and it will not go any forward because it is bumping into the wing. My arms are a little loose, so I'm going to be very delicate. It will rotate out like so. You have an elbow on a ball joint, so that can rotate all around. And then your hands, which are also cannons. Will swivel up and down. Very cool. Unfortunately, the legs do not have any articulation. I believe you can split them, but that is as close to articulation as you can get. They will not move, so it's best to just keep them locked together, as this is a very back-heavy figure. So the more stability that you can give this figure, the better, so it does not fall over. I am missing the swords for this figure, as I mentioned earlier in the video. Those are up on screen now for you guys to look to see what they look like. Those would store typically right here. There's a slot on each leg for them to tuck away nice and neat. Overall, I think the design of this Megazord is very, very cool. I always think Batman or Darth Vader when I see this Zord. I'm very happy that I was able to add this one to my collection. And guys, next time I see you, we will be combining the Time Shadow Megazord with the Time Force Megazord to make the Shadow Force Megazord. To see that video, guys, I kindly ask that you hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell so you don't miss my next upload, and Rangers, I will see you in the next video.